everyone, today Alvin, this brand new movie just dropped on Netflix called Apex, and this movie it is starring Charlize Theron, Taron Egerton, and this movie it is directed by Blaster Kamakor. And this movie, if you have seen the trailer, unfortunately the trailer really spoiled the movie for the audience, because if you have seen the trailer, you know that Taron Egerton, he's playing this kind of like a serial killer in this movie. Like, he is hunting down Charlize Theron in this movie. Unfortunately, trailer really ruins that plot for the audience. So watching this movie, I was just like, oh, I really wish I didn't see the trailer. So in this movie, we see Charlize Theron, Shasha. Recently, she lost her boyfriend in this mountain climbing, and we see this movie starts with the her boyfriend accident. It was kind of like her fault, the reason he died. So this movie, after 5 months later, we see Shasha, she goes to Australia. This it's called Wondermere National Park, where it is really in the wild in Australia, where she goes there. Although as an audience, we don't know why she's there. But as the movie goes on, we learn why she's there. And in this movie, we see Shasha basically meets this character named Ben, played by Taron Egerton, and he's kind of like this guy, seems like a nice guy. She meets at the convenience store. She was buying some stuff, and then of course, Ben, he was selling this beef jerky, and Charlize Theron, she buys his jerky, and then of course she goes to the national park to camp. Later on, you see that Ben start hunting her. So as I said, you know that from the trailer. So first half an hour for this movie, it is kind of like pointless, because you know that Ben is a bad guy, is gonna hunt her, although you don't know what is the reason for him to hunting her. But I think the trailer did give it away, he's serial killer. So as the movie goes on, of course, we learn why Ben is killing people, although this movie truly never explained why he is actually killing people. Seems like he just doing it because he misses his mom. That is what whole his backstory was. So here's the thing about this movie. This movie really relies on Charlize Theron and her acting ability and how tough she look. So Charlize Theron has done many other movies on Netflix, and her biggest movie, what was that movie? I forgot. But the second one coming. Charlize Theron is, I have seen her, unfortunately, most of her movies, she always plays same character she's playing in this movie. Sad, miserable woman, and tough. In all the movies, she's really tough. And this movie really requires her to be tough. I feel like this kind of movie, because it is Charlize Theron, she's so tough and tall and strong, the character she's playing, Shasha, because this movie starts with she's such a depressing and everything, it's really hard for me to believe that. It was really hard, honestly, for Charlize Theron to tell me that she was worried for her life. And at no point in this movie I was worried for Charlize Theron, because she's just so tough looking lady, all sad. She always played sad character in every other movie. So I was genuinely quite tired of seeing her sad face. And Charlize Theron, in real life, she is this really beautiful woman. She's tall and beautiful. In this movie, she kind of looked old and really looked skinny. I don't know what happened to her. So I didn't like the way she looked in this movie, and especially her short hair. Anyway, I did not like overall her face expression throughout the movie. It's just so sad and miserable. Nothing entertaining about her that you want to wish her to stay alive, because beginning of this movie starts with such a sad beginning, because this movie starts with, you see, she kind of let go of her boyfriend, who may or may not be alive. After that, it's hard for this for you to root for this character. He may or may not be killer over her boyfriend. So you're okay. That being said, Taron Egerton, though, I must say he was okay in this movie. So Taron Egerton, for him, he's always try really hard, to sell you the character he's playing. He's always like overact, unfortunately. In this movie, he really was trying to sell this overacting. And I was the whole time thinking, a lot of actors in Hollywood are from Australia. They're so good actors. And this movie, it is taking place in Australia. And as I say, Australian pretending like American all the time in American movie, right? And this movie takes place in Australia. You couldn't hire an Australian actor. Taron Egerton, although he did say he's from Britain in this movie, so you can't be mad at him for that. So Taron Egerton, he was pretending to be Australian in this, and I was just like, no point I was believing Taron Egerton, because he doesn't have that toughness in him, you know what I mean? Like, it was really hard for me to believe Taron Egerton was Australian, because he just doesn't have it. If you have seen other Australian actor, what is the biking actor? He's so good, right? He's from Australia, so I wish he was in this movie, the biking actor. I forgot his name. Of course, we all know Chris Hemsworth and Hugh Jackman. They have a different thing, Australian. Taron Egerton was not believable as Australian. However, I thought his character was interesting. Unfortunately, this movie doesn't explain enough. And it ends with him just dying like that. This movie is overall really is very predictable, unfortunately. Although I did like some of the scene, but then again, it was really hard to believe like someone will survive in all those waterfall scene. Wow. So I've been to many national parks. National parks are, I would say most part, they are secure, and there isn't any part like that people, especially government people, they don't know there's this hidden cave that all these people are going missing. Are you kidding me? That's not believable. Not in Australia. If this was in Amazon, in Amazon, yeah, I will believe it. This is in Australia talking. Are they not know what is going on in the national park? Although this is this is in wildest part. I agree to that, but not believable. This movie has so many unbelievable stuff happening. I just wow. It's hard to believe anybody will survive after all this thing happen in this movie. And then Taron Egerton's character, he just dies so easily, from the mountain. Because end of the day, Ben in this movie, he's very smart. He's killing people, he's been killing people for a long time. So, he would be that down, just climb the mountain with Charlize Theron and then just falls off and dies. Yeah, this movie really put audience in many unbelievable situations. I feel like overall, the screenwriting is not very strong. The story itself is not strong. The lead actress, Charlize Theron, if it was Angelina Jolie, I would have loved this movie, honestly. I was thinking whole time, why it's not Angelina Jolie? Because she's so tough. Same time, she has this vulnerability, that you want her to survive. But Charlize Theron, she's how in Atomic Thunder, never go full retarded. That's what Charlize Theron is. She's always playing sad, tough character. It's hard for you to root for her. Also, she doesn't look that good in this movie. What? Her haircut, I don't know. I didn't feel this movie, honestly. I was really trying hard to like this. But unfortunately, overall, I thought this movie was just meh. Also, it's not bad. I'm not saying this, this is 1 star out of 5. No, this is not 1 star movie. But I will definitely give 2.5 star, because end of the day, Taron Egerton, he was still quite good. You're just not believable as an Australian. You don't look like Australian. I'm sorry, you don't have that, hardiness to you. The Australian people are very, how do I say this? They are not fragile looking, they look tough and they can take you. However, those rangers, they are so mean to Charlize Theron in this. Isn't Australian people, mostly they're very nice. They're not that mean, even to strangers. So I'm this movie really tries all this scene. Unbelievable. That is what I'm gonna say about this movie. A lot of stuff happened. Most of them are unbelievable. What do you think about this movie? So that was my full review. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this movie. If you enjoyed this review, don't watch other reviews on other movies. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take